Hey friends, it's Susan. Welcome to the Age of Becoming, and today a movement snack. This is another in the series of movement snacks about the feet, one of my favorite topics and one of the most important parts of the body to focus on as we are creating nourishing and healing movement. Several years ago, I had a case of plantar fasciitis. I'm curious to know if anybody else had that, has it now. It's a deeply painful experience in the feet, and it is a condition of the fascia in the base of the feet contracting, as I understand it, to create very sharp and painful movement, especially when we're barefoot. And as a barefoot dancer, this was heartbreaking to me. It took me several months, but I did heal the condition and have not had any recurrences since then. Knock on wood. And I think that a lot of it is part of this whole series about foot health. But what struck me the most was when I was working on healing my plantar fasciitis. The thing that helped me the most was actually not anything that I did with my feet. What helped me the most was stretching my lower legs. I started to realize that when I sit at a desk or at a table, it's very common for me to lift my heels up. And so I was spending a lot of time with these back calf muscles contracted. And in turn, that was pulling on all of the tissues in my feet. So creating stretch in my lower leg was the pivotal thing and continues to be an important practice for keeping my feet and my body healthy. So I'm going to just show you just a couple of ways to do this, but you can do it in however works best for you. So I'm doing here on a yoga block, which is actually, to be honest with you, a little taller than it probably is helpful. My favorite way to do this is on a step or on a curb that has more range. I can play with the range of motion. But here's what I just want to invite is just by creating this angle through your foot by lifting your toes up and dropping your weight back on the stretching foot, and then the other foot can go ahead. So the other foot is going to go a little bit in front, and then I want you just to hang out here for a little bit. If you wait about 30 seconds, which I'm not going to do for you here, but I want you just to notice the sensation of your muscles releasing. So, and I want you to play with it, inviting two different ways. Here, I've got the back of my legs straight. That has a certain sensation. It creates length through one part of the upper part of the calf muscle. Then, if I bend this stretching leg, I'm getting a lower calf muscle stretch. So it's important for my body anyway to do both. So experiment with this. See how it feels and notice how stretching your calf muscles feels in your feet. I would love to hear how this impacts you. And if you've had any issues with plantar fasciitis, what worked the best for you? I'd love to know. Leave a comment below. As always, friends, breathe deep, shine bright, and show up.